For this video, I'm going to show you how you can make your own custom shaped cards. I'm going to start by uploading an SVG file. And I'm going to just save this as enjoy. And now I can select that design and add it to my canvas. Now that the design is on my Design Space canvas, I want to add an offset to it. So to do that, I'm going to just go up here. And the nice thing about offset is it has this little slider. So once the blue preview shows in here of how big this offset will be, I can adjust it. So this preview is showing exactly where the offset is going to go. And I think I'm going to go with that. That should work. So I'm going to click apply. Alright, so I want this offset to be a different color. Let's make it a light color so I can see it better. And then I want to fill in some of these open spaces in here. So what I'm going to do is use the contour button. Contour allows us to turn on and off different sections of a design. So now I can click on these little open sections and they will cut filled in. Just try to scroll around and make sure I got everything. There's one over there. Okay, so if I close out of that, so now you see it's a full solid shape. Now what I can do is duplicate this blue portion. I'm just going to use the duplicate button up here. I'm going to bring it right above. Actually, let's bring this above. These two pieces, I want to be able to move them around, but I don't want the black to move off of the blue area at all. So what I'm going to do is select both of these and use the group button. Group allows me to keep the layers separate but move them together. So now I can move this one down here. The next thing I want to do is flip this image because I am making this blue piece into a card shape. So then I want to be able to fold it over. So if I flip this and then I bring it down here until it starts to touch the other blue, you see how I can then make this connect into a card. And I'm just going to have it touch in those two spots. Alright, so now I want to make sure everything's lined up so that my card folds perfectly. I'm going to select everything and use align and say align everything to the left. It didn't move at all, which means I had things really lined up well. So I'm going to move it just so that you see the magic happen. Select everything and say align to the left. See how it lined it up? Okay, so the next step is to weld the two blue pieces together so that they become one big piece. Because I have grouped the black and the blue here, I need to ungroup those first so that Design Space will work with them separately. Then I'm going to select both blue pieces. I do that by clicking on one, holding down my shift key, and clicking on the second one. And then the weld button turns on. So now I weld them. And you can see now this is going to cut out as one big piece. and I'll be able to easily just fold it right on there. So now I want to take this big piece and say arrange and send it to the back. So now when I click make it, the Cricut's going to divide things by color. So all of my black items will cut out on that mat, and then here's my shaped piece that I will then fold right here to become a card.